The film opens in New Jersey, 2003. A sterile hospital room becomes the stage for a crime no one expected. Charles Cullen, a seemingly quiet nurse, tended to patients with care, but behind the mask of compassion lay a serial killer. By the end of his career, Cullen was linked to as many as 400 deaths, making him one of the most prolific killers in history. Cullen's career began with promise. Colleagues described him as attentive, meticulous, always willing to help. Yet hospitals where he worked began to notice unusual spikes in deaths, strange medication patterns, and whispers that something was off. But instead of confronting him, institutions often looked the other way, prioritizing reputation over lives. Amid the chaos stood Amy Loughran, a fellow nurse and single mother. Amy was kind-hearted, battling health issues of her own, but she considered Cullen a friend. Their bond would become the unlikely key to exposing him. At first, she couldn't imagine that the man she laughed with in break rooms was capable of murder. Patients under Cullen's care kept dying in mysterious circumstances. Insulin overdoses, digoxin poisonings, unexplainable crashes. Hospital records revealed troubling anomalies. Yet each time suspicion arose, Cullen simply moved on to another facility. His resume polished, his sins buried. The system enabled his crimes to continue. It was only when brave hospital staff and investigators began to compare notes across institutions that a chilling pattern emerged. Deaths clustered around Cullen's shifts. Records showed his fingerprints on medication logs, and whispers turned into hard evidence. The truth could no longer be ignored. Detectives Tim Braun and Danny Baldwin took up the case, but proving Cullen's crimes would be nearly impossible without cooperation from those who knew him best. Enter Amy Loughran, whose moral struggle became the documentary's emotional core. Could she turn on her friend to save countless lives?
In a move straight out of a thriller, Amy agreed to wear a wire. Conversations with Cullen, once friendly, now dripped with tension. She pressed him about the deaths. He deflected, dodged, but cracks appeared. The soft-spoken nurse could no longer hide behind his mask. The police interrogation room became the stage for Cullen's unmasking. Hours of questioning led to a chilling admission. He had killed dozens, maybe hundreds. His reasoning? To ease suffering, he claimed. But investigators knew it was more about control, a twisted power over life and death. His casual admissions left even seasoned detectives shaken. Cullen eventually pled guilty to multiple murders, sparing families the ordeal of lengthy trials. He was sentenced to multiple life sentences, ensuring he would die behind bars. For many families, justice felt incomplete, knowing so many deaths were never officially counted. Hospitals faced criticism for their silence, their failure to stop him sooner. The case of Charles Cullen remains a haunting reminder of how institutions failed patients in the name of self-preservation. It highlights the courage of people like Amy Loughran, who risked everything to expose the truth. Today, the story forces hospitals worldwide to confront uncomfortable questions about transparency, accountability, and trust. Cullen's name is remembered with horror, but Amy's with quiet heroism.